Welcome in, Cappies. I'm Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our Earth signs Capricorns. Good to have you here. Thanks for coming into the channel. Let's welcome in your cross watchers as well. Please feel free to swap around the characters as need be throughout the reading. And time is fluid, so anytime that you come across this reading and you were drawn into it was the time that you were meant to listen to it. The messages coming through in this reading for you, Capricorn, should reflect some aspect of your current situation, as well as and or an inner knowing. Doesn't have to reflect the whole situation, but some aspects. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just means that the reading was meant for somebody else this week. But for those of you that this does resonate with, I will have an extended at the end of this reading. I'm going to dive deeper into the messages for you by exploring the zodiac signs that come through. And those zodiac signs that come through can be about an intimate connection or connections, as well as and or background players, friends, family, colleagues, blended family, extended family, siblings, aunts, uncles, relatives, best friends, anybody that really influences your energetic sphere. And even if you don't know what their zodiac sign is, you will recognize their energies as I read through the zodiac signs in the extended. So just keep that in the back of your mind as you move forward in this reading. So let's get started. This is for Capricorn. Sun, moon, and rising. This is for Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. This is for Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Messages for those watching, please. More time through. This is for Capricorn. All right, here we go, Cappies. So, overall energetic theme for the reading. The Emperor, structure, taking charge, building, moving forward, seeing clearly, strategizing, planning. Your current energy right now, the Page of Wands, contemplating a new direction, a new path, a new idea, something that's innovative, creative, influential. Let's see what your situation is right now. We have the King of Cups. So something very near and dear to your heart, something that really influences you. There's love here. There's like a general love, a global love. For the good of the whole is what I see with this card. Let's see what the challenge is or the opportunity. Eight of Wands, getting things moving, could be messages or giving a message or communication or talking things through. What is life trying to help you with or work on? Page of Cups. I think moving through this with a softness and an understanding, with compassion, with empathy, lightening it up a little bit. Maybe looking at things a little more playful. Because you've got two cards of new paths here, or a new direction. So some kind of communication needs to take a new direction that maybe is a little bit more playful, that is a little bit more creative in nature, that is a little bit more ingenious, so to speak. But let's keep going and see what that is. Because up until now, what have you mastered in this situation? Strength. Courage, confidence, power. Maybe being able to be kind of a role model, because you got the Emperor here too. That's somebody who's kind of like solid in their structure and their nature. Let's see what opportunities fly in your way here. We have the Hermit, may need to take a step back here, away from this. Maybe not influencing this situation or this concept from the outside through voice, but maybe working on it from the inside out. So let's see what assets you have when this opportunity comes in. We have the Three of Pentacles. So working together with others, building, being creative, cooperation, collaboration, mentorship. Let's see what the outside influences are in this situation. We have the Three of Swords. So this is really working through some difficult emotions and some difficult feelings. And this could also be about healing difficult and emotional feelings. Maybe some kind of pain in the past, or some kind of, maybe there's a difficult conversation that needs to be had that, you know, not everybody's going to come out with warm fuzzies, so to speak. But let's see what the next steps are then for you. Eight of Cups. Well, this is movement. The eights are about movement. They're about advancement. But this might be kind of an advancement where not everything's going to feel wonderful and complete. You know, there may be some mixed emotions going on here. But let's see what is the big picture here? What's really going on? Nine of Wands. Attainment. Trying to get to a place. And it seems difficult. It seems like this is taking a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy. Like this seems to be a process, a very arduous process. So how is this all going to play out for you? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Doing the right thing. Feeling good about what you've done. Feeling good about whatever decision or influence that you're putting into this situation. And again, you got two nines here, so this is a very difficult attainment, but it's going to help you grow as well. So, kind of all over the map here. I've got Virgo showing up, I got Aries showing up, I've got Leo showing up so far. So let's see what's happening here, where this is taking us. Because situation here is there's a lot of love for something. Just kind of a global feeling for the betterment or the better well-being. We've got the World. We've got the Queen of Wands, and we got the Knight of Wands. I'm seeing that you're wanting to be some sort of influence here. Some sort of good influence here to move things forward. Maybe with somebody that's very heartfelt to you, or somebody that's very, you know, that you feel like there needs to be a change, there needs to be, something needs to work differently in this person's life, something needs to like either conclude or follow up or start over again. I also see your influence diminishing here, because we got the Queen of Wands to the Knight of Wands. So there may be a heavy influence in the beginning, and I think that's going to lighten up a little bit. But I think you're trying to present some sort of knowledge. You're also trying to have patience for a situation that's very dear and heartfelt to you, because you either want it to end and start in a different direction, I mean, you're still taking action here, but I think you're taking less of an influential action. So let's keep going here because we got conversations coming in here. You got the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. This is either someone or something. It could be situational. It could be relational. Take it how it resonates with you. That's where your discernment and your inner knowing comes in. But there's somebody very near to you that you're very passionate about. And there's a lot of wands here. So that to me seems like pushing something, trying to push something forward. Having a heavy influence on something. So let's see what this Eight of Wands is, because this could be your challenge or your opportunity. Could be using your voice. Could be trying to push things through. Maybe before they're ready to be pushed through. Because I see you over here taking a step back. We have the Fool. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Knight of Cups. You might be communicating or trying to push like a new direction here. This is either for you or this is for somebody else, but you're trying to push through a new direction here. And it means a lot to you. You got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups here. So I don't know if this is somebody who's related to you or if this is somebody who's close to you personally. But you're doing this out of love. You are doing this out of love. You may be kind of entering into areas that, like the Fool, like you're maybe doing something that you don't quite have enough experience with yet. Or maybe this person doesn't have enough experience with it yet. But you may be entering territory that you really don't know too much about. And I don't know if, if timing comes up here, I don't know if the timing is right to kind of push on this or kind of move this forward. But you're doing it out of love. There's definitely doing it out of love. Trying to do the right thing here. Trying to do something that is meaningful. Meaningful to you or meaningful to the other person. So let's see what this Page of Cups is, because you've got a lot of wand energy coming in. That's a lot of fire. Push, 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 right? And it's now kind of changing over to something that's with more compassion, with more empathy, with more understanding. Because the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Wands is very influential. Like, she wants to push things through. She's an influencer. The Queen of Cups is an influencer, but very much in the way of like the Buddha. Like, the Buddha never really directly answers anybody's questions when they come to for seeking answers, right? The Buddha kind of redirects everything back to self, putting everything back into the questioner or the person seeking the question, the seeker, kind of brings it back to them so they can learn from their own growth and their own understanding. So let's see what the Page of Cups is, because this is what life is trying to work on with you. This is taking a direction that's more lighthearted, imaginative, easy, flowy, dreamy, coloring with color crayons. Why I'm getting that, I don't know. I don't know. More simplistic, maybe. We have the Star. This one wanted to pop out. We have the Four of Swords. Your desire here is for healing. Your inspiration is for healing. I don't really feel like this is about you. Could be. And then we have the devil coming in. There could be some kind of false truths or some kind of blockages here, or some kind of something feeling detrimental or opposite of what it is. I think your intent here, your true desires, is for healing. But for some of you, I think you feel like if you're not pushing, or you're not moving things forward, or you're taking a softer approach, that classifies as a weakness. And it's if you meet this with like softer eyes or a softer glaze, things aren't going to go forward the way that you want them to, or your desires aren't going to be reached. For others of you, it may be that you feel like healing is being blocked. Something is blocking it. Something's not moving forward. You feel like there's obstacles in the way. Could be fear of change. Could be temptation. Could be distraction as well. Give me one more on this. Why is the devil showing up? Something influential. Something is influencing the situation. Needing to meet it with more compassion so you can move it forward. 6 of Swords. Something may be blocking moving this forward. What or whom is blocking it from moving forward? What or whom is blocking it from moving into calmer waters? That's a question to ask. And that's what life is kind of trying to show you here. That a softer approach may need to be taken here with something, some kind of situation, or some kind of relationship. Instead of trying to move it forward with brute force, or with structure, or with, with influence, you're moving it forward more with an inner knowing and an inner compassion. Because what you've mastered here is how to move things forward with like confidence and energy, and you set a goal and you drive forward on that goal, and you take these necessary steps, and you follow the protocol. What is that? 7 steps to highly successful people, or the highly entrepreneur is the 7 steps to win over people or influence people, or something like that. That seems to be kind of what this is. So now the question is, if life is kind of trying to lighten this up a little bit, is that going to work going forward? Because this is what you've mastered. So let's get one more card on that. Nine of Swords. You've able to overcome your fears. So facing your fears head on. That's where the fire energy is coming in. Facing your fears head on. And I don't think that's a bad thing. It's something you've mastered. But is that what you need to do moving forward? That's the question. Is that's what required in this situation for whoever or whatever you're trying to influence here? So let's see what the Hermit is. Because this is requiring more of a quiet approach. Something that's more internal in nature. The Emperor showing up again. That's where your strength is going to come in this situation, actually. So once this opportunity comes heading your way, it's time to look at that Emperor spirit and what's driving you. You got the star, right? What's inspiring you? Is it the action of it? Or is it the internal knowing of it? Because there seems to be a lot of driven behavior here. Driving something forward. Give me one more on this star, please. We have the Four of Pentacles and we have the Six of Wands. I think this is really taking a deep look at maybe kind of this, how you build your inspiration or how you build inspiration for others. It seems to be kind of held up, Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles, on an idea or a notion of this is the way to do this. This is how you advance forward. And I think when this opportunity comes in for you in the next 0 to 3 months, this opportunity is going to give you the chance to look at moving this forward in a different way, if that makes sense. Like seeking it from the inside out instead of from the outside in. Because your desires and your aspirations here are you got the Emperor with the star. I mean, that's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. And it's within you. But you may need to hold off a little bit on the way that you've done it in the past to move things forward. Six of Wands, perseverance, like always having to overcome the obstacle or always having to overcome the fear, always having to overcome something. I think the opportunity for you to, and this could be a very independent spirit coming into. You don't need anybody else. You can do this on your own. And I think once this opportunity comes in, it's really to do some inner reflection. And maybe to learn how to build or to ask for help or to create something in a cooperative manner where it's not just about your thoughts, your ideas, your influence. Because the Emperor rules over other people. So this is more of like coming up with collaborative solutions or situations together and taking a softer approach on how to move this forward. So let's look at what that is, because this will be your strength in this situation when this arises. Whose dream and desire is it? You have the Empress and you have the Seven of Coins. So you're cultivating a new way of doing something by being collaborative and by working maybe with the energies of this other person or people around you. Because you got the Empress in there. There's potential, there's fertility, there's room for growth. And you got the Seven of Pentacles. That's cultivating, right? It's patience, it's understanding. It's knowing that not everything moves forward in the same direction all the time with the same formula. You figured that out. You figured out how to overcome your fears. You've got it. But it's not a one-way street. It's not a one-way ticket for everybody. Some people may do it from a quiet knowing where there isn't movement. They're waiting for movement to happen for them, and then they take the next step. So let's find out what this outside influence is here, because we got the Three of Swords. This could be having difficult conversations. This could be somebody having a difficult conversation with you. Maybe that they want to follow their own path. Doesn't mean that they don't love you. Doesn't mean that they don't care about you. Or maybe you want to follow your own path. Doesn't mean that you don't love them. Doesn't mean that you don't care about them. It just means that the journeys are different. So what is this Three of Swords? Clarify this for our Cappies, please. Nine of Wands, High Priestess. I think somebody's holding something inside that they've been carrying a long time that has really, really been bothering them. They may not be talking about it. They may not be talking to you about it. They're trying to clear something out within their own heart space that may be unknown to them. It may be unknown to you. So yeah, Page of Coins. So they can move in a new direction. Find a new concept. And I think there's going to be a difficult conversation here, or a difficult like it's this isn't being met head on, so to speak. It's something that's probably going to piece its way through little bits at a time. And right now, whatever this is that's you're trying to move forward, or maybe you're trying to help somebody move forward, I think that this person maybe really isn't aware of what these feelings or these emotions are, because they've been here for a long time. I think they're trying to make a breakthrough. I think they're trying to figure out a different way, but it's going to come from their own inner knowing. And I think your influence in this right now is to be quiet. Like, be a support, be a mentor. But see how she's sitting quietly waiting, having patience, kind of cultivating her own garden, tending to her own self and her own pentacles. I think that's going to be the influence here for whoever this is. Because I think there's some difficult things that they need to work through, and I think this needs to be met in a different type of strength. Maybe what was once looked as weakness, if you weren't pushing things through, is coming at it from a different position. And you got the Nine of Wands here and the Ten of Wands here. This is perseverance. This will come to a completion. It just may not come to a completion the way that it had originally intended to. So let's see what the Eight of Cups is, because these are the next steps. And this kind of looks like you moving away from the situation a little bit. It's going to be hard. It's very heartfelt. You know, you got the cups here. There's a lot of emotions. Yeah, we got the Knight of Swords. We got the Three of Swords, and we have the King of Wands. I think this is going to be hard for you. But you need to know that you've already influenced a situation. You've already made an impact. King of Wands. And I think it might be hard for you not to, I think it, like, you feel like you maybe not moving things along, or not helping this person move along, or not moving it in the direction that you think it should go. I don't know that this person's going to be receptive to that type of influence or that type of energy coming towards them. It's going to be hard for you because you're used to doing it in the King of Wands way, being an influence, being recognized, being influential, being helpful. And I think this is a different path for you, Knight of Swords. Like you're having to take like a different action to move away from it and release it. So what is the Nine of Wands here then? Because that's a big picture, right? The overall picture of this. And this is about wanting some sort of outcome, some sort of attainment. That seems to be pressing, very hard. Roadblocks are everywhere. We got the Magician. And we got the Four of Cups. The old way of pushing through things and persevering, like not every lesson or every experience needs to be hard won. That old way of doing that needs to change because you know how to do it that way already. And if this is about influencing other people or influencing, you know, I don't see this as a connection, intimate connection per se. I see this in general as a way of expression of Aries. You got Aries energy here. Expression, I am. How I show up in the world. And I think that this needs to follow a different direction now because you got the Four of Cups, very focused on what you're doing and how you do it and how you accomplish and how you get it across, and you know, that whole concept of like hard work and perseverance and doing it this way, and you've got to overcome, and that seems to be not working as well anymore, and it doesn't work for everybody. And you're doing it, there's love here, and you're doing it because, you know, you feel like you're doing the right thing. Because you care. But now what's being asked of you is the opportunity, whoever this is or whatever this situation is that's presenting itself to you, is giving you the opportunity, which is coming in to take a real good hard look at that Emperor spirit and the real desire behind it, maybe to achieve an outcome, because you're hanging on to the outcome. Six of Wands, overcoming, being seen, being recognized by overcoming. And the challenge here for you in this situation to move it forward is to try it a different way, new concept, new idea, new journey that moves from a center of compassion and knowledge and patience and understanding, like do nothing, except free yourself up a little bit, lighten it up a little bit. When you move forward now, you're moving forward with, instead of it being hard driven, it's moving forward now with more of imagination, creativity, a softness. There's a softer glow coming through this. That's what's going to be inspiring. And as you work on your own healing journey, you start working on your own healing journey with compassion and love for yourself as well. That's going to be the influence over here. Because how you are moving through your own healing, is being watched. That's the influence. So although you've overcome quite a bit in your life, using this formula, knowing how to do it, I don't know that it's going to work so much anymore. 4 of Cups, dissatisfaction. So let's get one more on how this might all play out. 9 of Pentacles. Because that is about expression. Ace of Pentacles. New direction. You're taking a new direction now. This situation is requiring you to develop new concepts, take a new direction, build confidence and satisfaction and attainment and outcome in a different way. This is a hard one to this is a hard one to do, because we're so driven in this society that you got to do. It's programming, right? That's what the devil is. Programming. Move away from the programming. That's what life is trying to co-create with you. And that really your desires, your aspirations, that which you dream of, come from not, I don't want to say like resting in it. Doing nothing. Doing nothing needs to be an influence in this, and knowing that it's still working for you. It's a hard one to, this is a hard one to sit back and do nothing. I feel you, Capricorn. But this is what's going to work, because you do have a strong desire. You want to help change the world. You want to help make changes in people's life. You want to be influential. You want to do it by being a leader and by being kind of like a, you know, an expression, an embodiment of this is how you do it. Giving people the tools. But it's gonna take a different turn here. It's got to come from a different aspect. You're gonna have to be the Buddha, where you're pointing people back to themselves. So let's see who's showing up in here for you. And this could be in a relationship, or this could be situational, however you want to look at it. But you're showing up here. We've got Aquarius showing up. We've got Capricorn and Aquarius showing up again. We have Taurus and Libra. We have Virgo and Gemini. We have Pisces and Cancer. We have Leo. Aquarius, Aries, Aquarius again, and the Fool. Aquarius, strong, heavy Aquarius in here. Very heavy Aquarius. So I'm going to look at those in the extended for you, Capricorn. And for those of you not going on, let's get this is from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck. Let's get a crystal for you, something tangible that you can work with with these energies. Yep, a new way of expressing yourself. Definitely. and Virgo. Did I say Virgo? Make sure I said Virgo. I know I said Gemini and Virgo, but Virgo's over here by itself too. Well, 2 popped out, so I'm going to take them both because that kind of seems to be the theme today, too. So we have turquoise, number 39, and we have smoky quartz, number 28. So 39 and 28 are the numbers. If you start seeing those numbers randomly, that's a sign that this was meant for you. So turquoise is about true riches. A copper-based stone attracting good fortune since antiquity. Turquoise was popular for protective amulets, sacred to Venus and to Buddha. It linked earth and sky and made a potent love charm. Your pathway is one of self-realization. Qualities you cultivate now drive your spiritual evolution forward. Draw on your karmic wisdom and past life skills. Release vows that no longer serve you and speak what used to be unspeakable. Watch your health and avoid polluted environments. Brilliant success and happiness are coming. Fortune favors you. You navigate the way forward with sure-footed confidence, but watch your personal safety and deal with problems immediately. Good friends can accompany you, and you are in the spotlight, and others rely on you. Your healing insight is your true riches lie not in the bank, but in your heart. Attuning to your inner riches. And smoky quartz, number 28. Transmutational magic, a stone for karmic healing. Opens into different dimensions and brings powerful transmutation. You have a powerful survival instinct, an ability to go where others dare not. Well, there's your Emperor spirit. Transmute the past, realize that darkness is not evil, face your deepest fears, and turn those into golden gifts. You know the death is only a transformation into another state of being. Take responsibility for your life and don't let others take control. Be patient. Much stirs beneath a calm surface. Total transformation is close. It may entail a trip to the underworld. Your shadow becomes your brightest gift. Toxic emotions turn to positive. Ground your efforts in the everyday, but retain contact with higher realms. Success comes through dedication and trusting in your abilities. Release yourself from old enchantments. No part of you is evil or bad. Embrace your shadow leads you to healing hidden in the darkest reaches of yourself. Your soul path right now is total transmutation. The timing is in Scorpio and Capricorn. So that's what I have for you this week, Capricorn. I hope this helped. For those of you going on, the link to the extended is in the description box below. And until next time, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. Bye-bye.